Hey, this is Matt Parrish, and you're listening to the Bigfoot Club podcast. Cryptid sports entertainment for life.
Hey everybody, Bigfoot Bob, Bigfoot Club. I'm here with my nephew, Skookum Steven. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
How do you like your new name?
It's whatever.
Dumb.
It's all right. I mean, it's nowhere near as cool as Bigfoot Bob.
I don't know about that.
That is like, that's like Batman. you just can't get any better. And then then there's skunk fuck over here.
Stupid. Skookum Steve. Actually, Matt was the one that came up with that.
I know, you were telling me about that.
So this is season 8, episode 9. So
We just had to do an episode where it was just me and you.
yeah, because we haven't done one in a while, not since the opener. So, so what do you got going on with you?
Well, I'm tired. That's for one thing. It's been a long week.
So what are you tired of?
Corporate businesses.
Oh yeah, your job.
Yeah, corporate businesses getting rid of, good people and stuff like that.
I don't know what you mean, man.
Do you? What you eating over there?
Chocolate donut.
From where?
7-Eleven.
Ah. What kind? Is it Hostess?
Although we're not sponsoring. We're not being sponsored by 7.
Is it Hostess?
No. Well, no, it's Mrs. Baird's.
Oh, Mrs. Baird's is great.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to do the freaking cinnamon roll like thing? And I don't think they do that anymore.
Grandpa used to buy that all the time. Do you remember that?
Every time when I spend the night, he would grab it.
He used to get mad at me if I didn't cut it right.
Really?
Because I would just like grab it and just
grab a piece
and grab a piece. He'd get really mad. He'd want me to use a knife to cut it.
He always used the knife, like those plastic knives. I guess they saved from either McDonald's or Brahms. He'd always like get it out of the wrapper and then he would cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would always cut me a piece. And we used to go to the burger station. Remember the burger station?
In Irving? Yep.
But yeah, that's cool, man. I thought you got the actual 7-Eleven. They're always pushing that. They're like, hey, we got 7-Eleven. We got donuts right here for $1. Just $1.
Nope.
It's always that lady with she's got like, it's not a mullet hair, but she's got her hair is like unique. I'll just say that.
Like the 70s.
Yeah, and she's always pushing that. She goes, donuts are $1. So I always hear that. I go in there like she's pushing it while she's checking out somebody, and I grab it. I go, hey, I got donuts. She goes, that's my man right there. I got the donuts.
You know that's old stuff. You know that, right?
Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna eat it right then and there. I'm not gonna wait. Dumb. You really try to do that move with me?
No.
What's the matter with you?
But nothing else is going on. How the boys doing?
Boys are doing all right. They're we have that. One of them has a good friend that lives a couple houses down the street from us. So they've been playing, giving them that opportunity, to play with their friends in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of cool.
It's a pretty good walk.
Yeah, it's a decent walk. It's not far.
It's out of eyesight.
Yeah, I the window next to me, I can open up the window and look down and I can see her house. It's still close.
Yeah,
and you've seen it.
Yeah.
We're
really good fans of her.
Yep. We won't say her name, but yeah, she's
a good baby.
She is. She's good. She puts Sebastian in his place sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. But other than that, we got the boys are almost done with school.
Yeah.
They literally have, I think, 2 weeks.
Really?
Or a week and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we got day camp for the summer. It's 3 days with
Yeah,
their scouts.
that weekend is the same. That same weekend is Caitlin's wedding.
Yeah. And you're going to be going to that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go to day camp. Sorry.
It's all right. You won't be missing much. I hope it doesn't rain out like last year because that one's there's no snakes this year, so it should be good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
What about you?
everything's good. You know, the job's good. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, you started a new job. Stupid.
Yeah, I started like a new job in January the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been almost like 4 months, almost going on
Yeah.
the 4th month now.
Wow.
So it's really, really good. It's a lot of driving.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to drive a lot.
Driving is a part of the job, but really,
Yeah, it's part of the job, but
yeah.
I got to drive to different locations and check on the properties and make sure they're okay, if the customer's going good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, really good. I'm really happy. I can't remember the last time I was this happy.
That's awesome.
So
Gabe, your old boss is probably going, son of a bitch. I wanted to treat you like shit
yeah,
for a little longer.
that code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, F him. Anyway, what else have you been doing?
Nothing much, just that. I did buy a drawing pad and a stencil because Monica Gallagher kind of
Inspired you.
inspired me to get back to drawing. Because after we did the interview with her, she asked me, hey, if I used to draw, and I said yes. I go, why didn't you do it? I go, I don't know, I'm not as good as my brother. She goes, who cares? Just do it. So
Words to live by.
Yeah.
Who cares? Just do it.
yeah, I've been posting a lot of her stuff. Like she did like cryptids for every state.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing it like regularly, and I think I am on. Let me see here. Let me look. I think I'm on the state of Ohio right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going in alphabetical order. So,
Mm.
so I get a lot of responses from people, saying, I didn't think this cryptid was in this state, blah blah blah, and then I tell them, I said, if you listen to the podcast, you understand why Monica did that. So, cryptids, man, they don't care about state lines.
I know. There's no borders in their world.
They go wherever they want to go.
There's trees and there's game and there's places to hide.
Water,
all that stuff.
Yeah, stupid. But people are dumb.
Yep.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Well, that's what they're doing.
So we interviewed Matt Parrish recently.
Yeah.
How did you like that one?
It was awesome. He is awesome. We've been getting a lot of good people on this season. One questionable one, but you already know which one I'm talking about. And for those who don't know, you won't know unless you know us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just we've been really blessed with having some really good guests.
We had Dr. John
Baranchak. I don't know why I remember the way he said it. Baranchak. Oh, yeah, he was awesome as well. I loved his way of thinking. I loved Matt's way of thinking. He was very. He's just one of those people that are marked. Remember how I think I've said it this season or last season.
So, I think it was last season.
Yeah, these people when they come across or have an encounter with a Bigfoot, whether it be, they hear him and stuff like that. He was literally really close with whenever he was poking the wind or poking the cardboard. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine? You realize like what would put yourself in his shoes? That you're getting water from the sink or whatever, and then you have that incident, and you're like, why is that being poked? Like there could have been so many. I think I said it on that episode too. There could have been so many instances where if it was like me and I put the cardboard up, I didn't put it up right, and he would have done it, and then it would have fell,
and you would have saw his face.
You would have saw something, a face,
A finger.
a finger, like a hairy hand. Like what would your thought process be? That didn't happen, but you're thinking in your mind like, oh my God, that could have happened. Like,
You know, if I had just moved in there and I didn't know anything about the area, yeah, I would freak out. But
yeah.
but knowing him and his situation, if I was in his shoes, I would expect it.
Yeah.
That's just me. Because every time I was in the woods, I was always expecting to see a Bigfoot. I was prepared.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably why I never saw one, but it's okay. But yeah, I think I was saying it also that I think his energy is, or his vibe, or his, you know, his spectrum, prism, or whatever. It's like it's attracting them
Mm-hmm.
big time.
Yeah. Well, it makes me wonder, you know, if Bigfoot are capable of kind of telling by a person that they're anxious, that they want it, they like they're there for a reason, and they're all like, okay, if I show myself, or if I allow myself to be seen by this individual, I know that that's what they want, and that puts me in danger because what if they want to keep pursuing me,
Right.
and I don't want that. So, but I know if I show myself to this person who has no clue, they're like that, I know they're gonna get traumatized, scared. They're gonna leave me alone. They're gonna go the other way,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go my way. You think it's possible that they can kind of sense that in a person?
Yeah, I think so. I think, and then also you got to think that some of them are probably assholes.
Oh well, yeah.
You know, and they're gonna say, "I'm gonna scare some campers tonight. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it."
That's their form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So,
that's
because
demented.
like Matt was saying that, like, I think I'm not sure if he said it on our show or Matt's show, but he was saying that his daughter was washing dishes, and then he said the window didn't have like any blinds on it or curtains. So he said the background was completely blacked out, and he thought that was kind of odd. And so he told his daughter to stop washing dishes and go play. That he would finish it up. And so when she walked away, that black spot went away. Then he could see the woods again. And he said that later on that night when he was sleeping, that something threw a rock at his wall where his headboard was at.
Mm-hmm.
And to let him know, because, hey, I didn't like that. That was my entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, seeing his, you know, watching his daughter, which I thought was kind of weird, but it's me.
Yeah.
So maybe they're like, that's their form of entertainment. Because I think he was saying that his other neighbors were elderly, so they probably they're not as active as he is and his kids.
Yeah, because you're right. Yeah, it's the window's big. I wonder. That's what we should ask. Is that the house that they're in? Is that the only house within those houses there that has a window, a big window to their kitchen, or at least the window that they can be seen in?
Yeah, that actually is a good question. We didn't ask him that.
Yeah.
But I know we did ask him about infrasound. I know Matt didn't ask him about that. Not that Matt was going out of his way to do that. I'm not pointing a finger at Matt or nothing, but Matt just kind of lets the people talk, and I like to ask more questions. Which, wait, this is sounding kind of bad. Like it's almost sounded like Matt doesn't ask questions. Matt asks questions.
Yes, it's great questions. Yeah.
Yes, it's great questions. But I tend to lean toward infrasound.
Yeah.
So.
It's a unique perspective of that, and
yeah.
Hold
on, I'm just gonna.
Are you texting Matt?
No, Mike keeps texting me, so I took off the notifications. This is the way.
Stupid. That's all you hear in the background.
This is the way. So, and then we had John Baranchuk, which was good. We asked him the infrasound, and he liked that idea, which I loved. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm singing it now, but
keep going.
Stupid.
You just sang a part of it. I want to hear like a verse or something like that.
But he loved that idea. And he thought it was an idea that it was in the category of collecting data, that he'd like to collect data for it, which I kind of loved. So, and then we had Yowie Dan.
Yeah,
we had him on, and which I know he doesn't talk about paranormal stuff on anything else. He just talked about it on our show, and he was talking about that he had got possessed
Yeah.
by a spirit, which I thought was kind of wild.
Mm-hmm. And for you to just say like it was like a normal Tuesday, like, yeah, I got possessed by a spirit like that. That's a little.
He said he got possessed by a like potential spirit of a lady that was killed in that area by a serial killer.
Yeah. A serial killer in Australia. I need to look into that.
Yeah, he was. I think he killed like a couple of foreigners, like from like England.
Wow.
And then I think the last
He
person,
got caught, or obviously.
Yeah, he got caught. The last person got away and flagged someone down, and then they called the police, and the police tracked him down. So,
I wonder if he was caught by the investigators. That's the show that the boys watch.
probably not.
And I'm all like, I go, are they from Australia? And they're like, no, they're from England. I go, y'all weren't paying attention to Bluey at all. Because they're all like, oh, yeah, right there. We're over here in the school. And they're talking like that. And I go, that doesn't sound British. The boys are funny. But
I'm still eating donuts.
I was going to ask you, and this is a wild take, but people get struck by lightning, right? Is it possible that some Bigfoot get struck by lightning and they have
Extra powers?
No, I wouldn't say extra powers. I was going to say that they don't even need to go to the electric right-of-ways. They're constantly infrasound. That it just unlocks something.
You know, that's interesting. That's an interesting question. I know it's hard for people like myself and you to actually see a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And
we're already thinking like way out the box. Like, we get those people. How about we just,
find a Bigfoot
first, see if it exists. Not me, man. I like to.
No, it's a great question.
Because that crossed my mind the other night, and I was like, they're surrounded by trees. You're not supposed to do that.
So, I know gorillas are supposed to be like super powerful. They're more stronger than like 20 men or something. Probably more than that. But
yeah, I saw this on TikTok. I thought it was crazy.
I know where you go with this.
Their bite force is 1,300. I forgot is it DPI or I can't remember that part, but it could. The bite is strong, like as of like a couple 100 pounds or so. I don't know. I thought that was. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. It's TikTok. I don't even know if it's true or not. But
yeah, they're also on TikTok. They've been doing this this question about if 100 men can take on one gorilla, who would win? I'd always say gorilla.
People are weird.
Yeah, they even talk about it like on the sports radio stations locally.
Really? It went to them now?
Yeah.
They're running out of shit to talk about.
But like I was saying, gorillas are pretty strong.
Yeah.
So you got to think, a Bigfoot's probably a little more stronger than that.
Yeah.
And so for it to take like a lightning bolt, I don't know. It probably could withstand it. I mean, I don't know. But if it did, that would be strange.
Because you got to think like too.
Would they have like a white stripe on their head?
I don't know.
Kind of like Rogue from the X-Men.
No, I was gonna say too, like, because us like human beings, we're 70% water, right?
Yeah.
So is it change on an animal, especially as massive as Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Is it a higher risk because of their body mass? And then they're under trees. They're constantly walking. I don't think they're gonna be like, oh, like it's raining. I don't care. I'm a Bigfoot. I'm gonna keep walking.
Do you think they're like elephants, and because you know how there's been, I mean, it's scientific proof that whenever a tsunami's coming, the animals of that area will tend to leave because they know it's coming.
Yeah.
Do you think whenever a Bigfoot like there's like a storm coming, he leaves the area? You think?
I would think that they would if he knows it's a bad storm.
Yeah.
That even himself can't okay, like the wind's picking up. I could smell it in the air. This is a different. I'm pretty sure he can tell. But if it's just like a constant just a thunderstorm.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like, oh, it's good. It's
Before I forget, I wanted to mention, Kathy Bueller wrote us this past week that she's been kind of ill, and let's just have some prayers for Kathy.
yeah.
She's going through stuff. I'm not going to say exactly what's going on with her, but she emailed us and said that she hasn't been listening to the show recently, and she's been kind of not feeling good and stuff. So I just wanted to say shout out to Kathy. Hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better, Kathy. I apologize what you're going through. But yeah, we are here for you if you need to reach out to us.
And another thing I wanted to talk about was, I talked to you like a while back about this one. This was a gentleman by the name of Voodoo Walters. He's based out of Toronto, Canada. He's a blues musician. You remember that?
Yeah.
So he had a song.
Walking home one night, just getting a little dark. I didn't want the concrete, but a cool wooded park. Things got kind of close and eerie, then I tripped up on a roof. And that's when I saw the Don Valley Bigfoot. He didn't come too close, I think it was a he. But I got this powerful feeling that he was looking right at me. Well, he sniffed the air and scratched himself, gave a little yelp. My hair stood up, my legs went down, and I needed a little help.
Oh yeah, I remember you played that song for me while I was washing dishes.
So, so he wrote to us, and he listened to our podcast, and he sent it to. He wrote a song about meet like a Bigfoot in a night, and I told him that we would use it, and I think going forward, if we were to talk about a Bigfoot story, that we would play that like in the background, and so I would let him know whenever we do that. But
You don't want to play the other one from Listen to Pocket Creek?
No.
Come on, man.
You know what? I was showing Sebastian yesterday
You were telling me that.
scenes from that movie, and I couldn't find any traumatic scenes in there. They were only showing like the music. And Sebastian goes, "I'm not a fan of this music."
Are you happy?
Even he said that.
Were you happy with that?
Yeah, I
You're like,
was.
This is where the creature goes.
Well, we were listening to the one that was talking about, hey, so and so Crabtree. Dun, 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 dun. So it was.
Is that whenever Crabtree's on the horse?
No. This is the one where he's like on a boat.
Oh my god!
And then he puts on the side bank, and has a fire going in a tent. He makes some eggs and stuff, drinking coffee. But Sebastian said he was not a fan of that music. Which,
yeah, I think the one that would probably traumatize both of them is the hand exploding through the wall and grabbing that guy.
I actually showed Sebastian that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He says, "Is this real?" That's what he says. I go, supposedly it happened. This is like a reenactment. So, but he didn't look scared at all.
That's where RoboCop got it from.
Yeah.
It goes to the wall.
So, but yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, we need to buy that. They have it on Blu-ray, I think.
What? Yeah.
Legend of Barker Creek.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere else. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I mean,
You gonna look it up?
I'm gonna look it up. I know I've seen it.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention that we're going to be interviewing Giano. Hopefully, I'm not butchering his last name. Giano Crumley. He wrote American Mythology. No, hold on. July 15th.
July 15th.
And I think I pre-ordered it on Amazon already.
Nice.
So I'm pretty excited about.
They made a second one?
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
The first one wasn't really good either.
So this book, the one I'm talking about, American Mythology, It's a big-hearted debut follows an unlikely crew of their search for Bigfoot in the Montana mountains and the strange occurrences that plague their expedition. A spooky adventure story and very wiry tale of a chosen family. It's a heartwarming debut with a powerful belief in our relationship with nature. I'm actually really excited about reading that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, not a lot of people write stories about Bigfoot.
I feel like it's swept under the rug. Like it's
And if they do movies, it's like a horror movie,
mm-hmm.
and that's I like horror movies. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of them making Bigfoot into a horror monster. Even though a lot of people don't want,
Unless it's the Alaskan one.
Yeah.
And then that would be interesting.
Yeah, but you don't blame those Alaskan ones because they don't really see people, and then whenever they do, they attack them. So they probably hadn't seen like any people for hundreds of years.
But that's their problem.
Stupid. What are you, Sebastian?
Yeah. Like, how is it the humans' fault?
I don't know.
Like, we just exist, dude. Like you. Come on now.
And then we're supposed to be interviewing Philip, my friend from Vancouver Island.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that one too. I don't have anybody else lined up. I think I do have a couple people that I think I've had like 6 or 7 people reach out to me on Messenger, and I've interviewed one guy. He hasn't agreed to come on yet, but he had a really good story. He had several good stories of Bigfoot in the state, and so but he hasn't agreed to come on yet. So.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting Michael Rosenbaum from.
So you say that every time.
I'm wishing it. Okay.
Okay.
Wishful thinking.
Are you trying to put it out to the universe that
Putting
way?
it out there in the universe.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Or Theo Vaughn.
I don't know if he would come on our show.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. No, this is your guy to do. Like,
if you had a chance to get like one superstar, one famous person, who would it be other than him?
Man, it would be a toss up between Keanu Reeves or Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. I would love to have him on.
Okay, you can pick Keanu Reeves. I'll pick Pedro Pascal. That way we both win.
No, I would actually try to get Elon Musk on.
Yeah, but Pedro Pascal, man.
Yeah,
we can. Yeah,
I don't know. I would think I would go off on how angry I am right now.
He's like, oh my god, why are you so serious?
No, cry. You make me cry.
You make me cry. What's gonna happen? I love that SNL.
Yeah. Bill back.
Yeah, so you get Keanu Reeves, I get Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think we both win on that, and have them on the show together.
Mm-hmm.
That would. I think I would fangirl. I think that would be the only exception where we were like, we're recording the whole thing for 3 hours.
Yeah,
or 4.
I would totally forget we were like recording.
Yeah, like
just keep talking.
Yeah.
So
I would be like, hey Pedro, so your Starbucks coffee, like what's up with that?
I know he's like super strong with it.
Yeah,
right?
like 6 extra shots of espresso. He's like, oh my god, it's in the eyes. He's sip it all day. Lord, people are gonna be like, what?
What are y'all even talking about?
I think this was a Bigfoot show. Oh yeah, you want to talk about the ranking?
Oh yeah. I won't say who's on it.
Yeah,
because I'm not gonna give them.
Yeah, we're not promoting them. Promoting us.
So I don't know if this is official, but I got an email from let's see here, Anji Onagawarla.
Oof.
And she's with FeedSpot, and they ranked the top 25 Bigfoot podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this is actually official or if they're just picking people, but we're on the top. Let me see here. We're at number 15 out of the top 25.
We need to be number 1.
Yeah, and then Matt.
Crossroads.
Matt with Bigfoot Crossroads is number 7.
Boy.
Which is great. I will also say Vic Cundiff. We haven't had Vic on. I'd love to get him on.
Mm-hmm.
He does Bigfoot. He does several podcasts. Vic, if you're listening, love to get you on.
Mm-hmm.
But he does Bigfoot Eyewitness Radio. And excuse me. But
we're drinking Coke Zero. This is what happens.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna edit all this out. But yeah, he made it to number 6. Matt's at number 7. Vic's second, or one of his other podcasts, my Bigfoot sighting mate, it's number 10.
Wow.
And then we're down on 15. There's other ones on here that I don't know why they're ahead of us. But they are.
Well, at least we're on the list. I didn't even think, I would never think that there was a list.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, I don't know if it's official or if that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's
something, right?
Yeah. We're not 25. We're 15.
Yeah.
So
I'll take it.
Yeah. I'll take that as a win.
For guys that are cryptid sports entertainers.
Yep.
It's not bad.
Nope.
So
it's not bad at all.
I was telling you earlier today that I was communicating with Kelly Zurich with on our Best Behavior podcast. Special K in the house. I was telling her that I was texting her. I was saying, I go, hey, you know how me and Steven are cryptid sports entertainers? I was thinking for a title for you. I said you could be, life experience entertainer? Mm-hmm. And then you said, what did you say? Chicken handler?
Yeah, chicken handler.
Entertainer?
Entertainer or, yeah, chicken handler, professional. I don't know.
I texted her that, but she hadn't responded yet, so I thought it was pretty funny.
She probably passed out from laughing. That's what we'll go with.
Yeah, Kelly Zurich is one of my favorite podcasters.
Yeah. So. And she's always on her best behavior. On her best.
If she was here, she'd say, no, I'm not. That's sarcastic.
Starstastic?
Yeah, like Ricardo says it,
yeah.
Starstastic.
Starstastic. Okay.
Yeah. We're at 34 seconds.
34 seconds? That's crazy, man.
I know.
That's crazy.
What else do you want to talk about? Gaming? What are you gaming right now?
I'm playing a lot of games right now. I'm playing Fallout New Vegas. I'm playing
Wait, you're playing it on the
gaming PC.
On the gaming PC, okay.
Yeah, that you got for me. Thank you. Yeah, so that my whole thing of getting that is to eventually get back into streaming. Mm-hmm. So
is it easier to stream like that with a PC?
It is. It's just right there.
And it
has all the stuff that you need.
Does it lag or nothing?
No, it shouldn't. That's why I'm going to test it out here soon. I got a mic
coming,
hopefully within a week. And I already got the webcam. So, yeah, I just got to do some tweaks on it. And
have you looked at your page yet recently? How many people are on your page?
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't checked that. I'm always on Twitch. I just never looked at my actual page to see how many followers I have. I think last time I checked it was like over 100 maybe.
Okay.
So it's not.
We gotta build that up.
Yeah, eventually. Still open to doing Twitch. There's also Kick, and then there's also YouTube gaming. So yeah, I'm trying to figure. Because
I post your stuff on the Bigfoot Club page all the time, at least daily.
Yep.
But I have it as under the YouTube gaming.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm gonna try to figure that out too. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing here. But yeah, I'm playing Fallout New Vegas. I'm playing what else am I playing? Outlast Trials with Cosmic. He's another streamer, and that's like survival horror. game where you have to hide and you got to do these little things to escape.
You got weapons?
Not really. That's one of the things I don't like about Outlast is that it's supposed to be like really like you can't fight back. You have a brick and a bottle that you can pick up and you can throw it at the enemy.
But you can't hit him with it?
You can hit them with it, like you can throw it at them, but you can't like grab it and like hit it.
Oh, you can't hold it and hit him?
No, you can. Yeah, no, you can just throw it.
That sucks.
It does, and I hate games like that where it's just like, no, you're supposed to be chased, run, and then you have limited stamina too.
You can only run for so long.
You can only run for so long before your character's like hyperventilating.
Damn.
So it makes it really realistic on that. But I don't realistically
Is
though.
it though?
Yeah, I would be fighting back, punches and all, grabbing a crowbar if there's a crowbar or anything. Anyway, I'm playing that, and then I'm playing Post Trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things I like about PCs on Steam. There's like so many independent games that get overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
So Post Trauma is like a
because you hear everybody that's in gaming now. They're playing either Fortnite or Call of Duty, or even though we're waiting a long time for the Grand Theft Auto 6, right?
yeah, it just got delayed till next May of the next year.
How many years since it's been from 5 to 6?
Man, from 5 to 6?
Yeah.
Man, 5 came out whenever we were living at the Apple.
In the Apple, right?
Yep. That's whenever 5 came out.
So I hear there's a meme going around that people say, hey, for example, hey, the Cowboys won the last time they won a Super Bowl was when Grand Theft 5 was out.
Oh yeah.
So
that's not true. But
I know, but people are saying stuff like that.
yeah, there's one meme where Grand Theft Auto 5 went through 3 consoles, three consoles: the PS3, the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 5.
What does it do with why are they waiting so long?
To get it right. Hey, I don't mind it being delayed as long as you get it right.
But that long?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they realize like, oh, there's too many bugs or too many things. One thing that's probably the major thing is that there's probably a lot of stuff on there that is, too offensive.
Now?
Probably.
Yeah.
So they probably got to do some reshoots or something like that, or they got to.
It's a game.
Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, no, that's the only Fallout New Vegas, Outlast Trials, and Post Trauma. Post Trauma is like Silent Hill 2. And they're fans of Silent Hill 2, and it's almost the exact same thing. But you're not looking for your wife though. You're just trying to escape the train, the subway station.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an Oblivion.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oblivion remake, Shadow dropped.
Every time I come in here, you're playing Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah. As the game before Skyrim.
Skyrim.
So Bethesda said there was like a rumor that it came around like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It's like, oh, there was a rumor going around that Bethesda's working on a remake for Oblivion. And then like a couple days later after that, it was like, oh no, it's true. It's not a rumor now, it's true. And then they did like a whole thing, Bethesda's going to be live on YouTube. And I was like, oh, they're going to talk about the rumor that then it's going to release the remake in like a year or two or something. They're like, oh no, the rumor's true. And the game is out right now. Wait, what? And I went to the Game Pass on the PC and it was already out. I go, what the heck?
How long did it take you to download it?
Probably about 3 hours.
Dang.
Not bad. Not bad. Like that's actually pretty quick.
Yeah, because I recall that you would like download a game and you would tell me don't turn this off. Leave it running. We'd left it running overnight. And stuff.
The PS4. I was like, hey man, I'm downloading the game and it comes out at midnight and it's already giving me an option to pre-download it. Don't turn it off. And you'd be like, here you go. You stick your tongue out and go to the power button.
I did that one time with the wand, and you guys don't let me forget it. Oh man!
He goes, wait. No, I think he did. He did that to us. You were telling him, no, wait, and he kept going.
No, it was me.
It was you.
It was me.
Really?
He goes, don't hit that button. I just hit it.
What was it? The scan?
It was like to turn. He had it rigged where he was like on his. He had like a sound bar and a stereo and his gaming and his TV. It was all tied in together. And if I hit that one button, it was gonna knock it all out.
Are you sure? I could have sworn it was us or him that did that or something. Maybe y'all both did it to each other. That was payback.
Maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, we always reenact it to where, like, hey, don't. And then it's like we're like a camera's close up to Robert's face and he's sticking out his tongue and his eyes are going wide and he's like, his fingers going to that button.
Like I'm super excited about doing it. So, yeah.
Wait, don't press the button. Don't press the button.
You bitch. You pressed it. But anyway.
That was funny.
Yeah.
It was a good time. So what games are you playing, man?
I'm not playing any games. Not playing any games at all. So
that's how do you feel about that?
I'm okay with it. I don't have comics either.
I don't think you are, man.
I don't have any comics either.
Speaking of comics, are you gonna want to see Thunderbolts?
Yeah, actually I am.
Yeah, our boy Sentry's on there.
Yeah, I'm a little worried though.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried. But hey, oh well. If this is, I haven't seen a Marvel movie in a while because I've been kind of like protesting most of the stuff.
Yeah, they've been slacking big time.
You know, here's my thing. Okay, so I know I don't collect comics anymore, but they have all these characters they're trying to introduce now in the MCU. And some of these characters that are trying to push really, really hard either don't have a comic book or they have a comic book and their comic book doesn't do very well. And they do this thing called a reboot. Well, they'll change an artist, they'll change a writer, and they'll just reboot it again. Like if it's gone through, like say for example, Moon Knight. It's not doing good, and it lasts like 16 issues. They stop it, reboot it again, go to number 1, and they get a new artist and a new writer, and then they'll try to push it again, and it doesn't do well. I'm not saying Moon Knight does, but there's characters in the MCU right now. They're not selling in comics, but they want to sell in the movie theaters, and they don't do well.
You know what sucks about that is that there's actually people that it doesn't have to be that character, but if in their eyes, if it's not doing well, there's people that are invested in that storyline. It makes me wonder if they finished that story, or they just completely like, oh no, see, issue 16 is the last one, and it was kind of a cliffhanger. We're rebooting it.
Yeah,
like dang, dude, I want to know what happens between.
Yeah, there's I think on Marvel.com there's some people that write on the comments about stuff like that. Like one of the main, when I was collecting comics, one of the characters I really liked was Marvel Boy, Novar. He was Kree, but he was from another dimension, and he was tied into Captain Marvel. He didn't know Captain Marvel, the real Marvel. But Marvel died like in '82 because they were having some kind of court battle with DC about Shazam and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So they had to like kill him off and not use that character anymore. So I think it was like in the 2000s, maybe late 2000s, they brought on Marvel Boy, and he was a different character. He's a younger guy, and they tied him along for a long storyline, like almost like 8 years, and they were supposed to do a book on him or put him in the Avengers or something like that, and they never did. They did for a little bit, but it was in annuals, which I don't really count because annuals are a big comic book that comes out once a year, and I don't really count that. So, but you know, just they don't push him, and they did this storyline for 8 years, or like 5 to 8 years, and they didn't push him. So, and then they got these other characters that don't do well, and they keep pushing them. So
Well, it's safe to say Thunderbolts. They're introducing one of my favorite characters, Sentry.
yeah,
I've been saying for years they need to introduce Sentry. He is literally the Superman for Marvel.
and why do you like him?
Why do I like him?
Yeah.
I like flawed. I said this before. I like
I know.
flawed heroes.
I wanted you to say it. That's why
I like that because there's I think there's different storylines of him where he's like, there's an experiment gone wrong or something, but there's like one that I forgot which one it was, but he's like a junkie, and he's looking for a fix,
right.
and then that fix ends up being really bad, and then he gets the power of a million exploding suns.
Yeah, it's supposedly the same. They're trying to reproduce the super soldiers
Yep.
serum.
Yep.
And he was a junkie, and because he was a junkie, he's got a underlining dark side to him.
Yep.
And so when he took the serum, he became super powerful. But then he has what?
He's got a alter ego, an evil personality, the Void, and I think that's like so amazing that he's all powerful, so like superior. He can pretty much like do the whole molecules thing to whatever, and then he's got another part of him that's 10 times powerful and evil. So that's why I'm kind of happy that he's getting represented in the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I just hope they don't butcher his story or butcher him as a character.
Yeah.
But I love his suit. I love his suit.
Yeah.
It's yellow or it could be gold, blue, and he's got the S symbol on his belt. Not on the chest,
Yeah.
on his belt. And it kind of looks, I didn't even notice this, but someone pointed out that the S, the way it looks like arms, like tentacle arms, like the Void's tentacles, like because there's like a couple of comics where they show him as a tentacle spider.
Yep.
So I thought that was cool. But yeah, I like the Sentry. I really do.
Yeah, one of my favorite storylines is when he was on Dark Reign when Norman Osborn took over the Avengers, and he knew that he had to get to Bob like right away, and that's the first person he got to, and he influenced and convinced that he was the right guy to run the Avengers, and then he got Ares involved, and then they had that, and then it tied into Siege, and then he went off on he tried to go off on Thor, and Thor. I don't think they ever fought before until then, because there's another storyline where he fights the Hulk as in World War Hulk, and like he's the only one that could stop the Hulk, and like they were friends too. They really liked each other. And the whole series they were showing Bob Reynolds was just chilling in Avengers Tower while the Hulk was going rampage all over New York. And the very last issue is when he comes out. But they were showing him in almost every issue that he was just calm, just sitting in Avengers Tower, and he wasn't helping until the very last. So
that was also one of his things. One of his powers that he released an aura that automatically calmed down a raging Hulk. So Raging Hulk was like trying to punch him if he was near that aura.
Yeah, I think he called him the Golden Man. So I could be wrong though. I don't know.
But
someone probably correct me.
Who would do that?
I don't know.
Brian?
Maybe.
There's a little misconception of what you just said.
And he would write it in calligraphy.
Yeah.
He'd write on there saying,
I guess I have really good handwriting, I guess. I like how I'm changing his I made him sound like a nerd with a lisp, but now he's like
first he was a surfer, now he's a nerd with a lisp.
I don't sound like that. He's gonna say I don't sound like that. When you release this episode, he's gonna text me that randomly. I don't sound like that. I go, what? What do you mean? Oh, you listen to the episode. Well.
Oh man.
But yeah, we went on this comic book rant. I don't even know.
It's okay. It's all right.
What was the?
I don't know what we're gonna call this one. Talking shop again? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you excited about talking to that author, Gianno?
Yeah.
He's from Chicago, I think. He's a professor.
You can call him CM Punk.
No.
No?
He might be a CM Punk fan, I bet.
Probably.
Probably a Bears fan too.
Yeah. Or what's his name? Cross? No, he's from Vegas.
Yeah.
My bad. He's from Vegas.
Killer Cross?
Yep.
Or in WWE, Karrion Cross?
Was he really carrying a cross though?
No. But I liked how one of the announcers called him Killer Cross. And even when he did that promo, we're talking about the promo of Karrion Cross, pissed off about WrestleMania. He says, he goes, "That's Killer Cross." That's what he said, and he left. He left that podcast interview.
Do you remember who I said who should play the Sentry? Since we're talking about WWE.
You didn't say The Miz, right?
No.
Who did you say?
Edge.
Oh yeah.
He would have been perfect.
Yeah, he's old now though.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
There's a guy.
The guy that they got now, he looks like Bob. I will say that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like he's got whenever Edge had the long hair and stuff.
When you're talking about whenever he first came back from retirement, right?
Yeah, that was the same time whenever you introduced Sentry to me. I go, who's Sentry?
Yeah.
I like his costume. That was the first thing I saw, and I was like, I like his costume. And you're like, yeah, you should read this one. And I read. I go, holy shit, this guy's fucking. I love this guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Mm-hmm. I'd vote for him.
Stupid. Not a politician.
Oh well.
You notice that we never talk about politics on this show?
No, and we're never going to.
Yeah. But why do you think that is though?
Because we're here to talk about opinions of the stuff that we enjoy, and
Yeah.
yeah, there's no.
I tell this to everybody that
This is a dinner table.
Yeah.
And at the dinner table, you don't talk religion, you don't talk politics, you just eat and enjoy the food.
Well, I tell people also that that Bigfoot Club is an escape
Yes.
from politics and stuff like that. So the hour that people choose to listen to us is entertainment.
It's an hour away from their news, the TV
Yeah.
that they're watching.
It's Cryptid sports entertainment.
Or sports, the Lakers got eliminated. I was kind of upset about that. But,
Yeah, I was too.
But hey, it would have been crazy. It would have been too good of a story if Luca went all the way with them.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
I would have too, because yeah, Nico,
Fire Nico,
you're a bad man, Nico.
Mr. George, this new guy. How much you pay him?
That's too much. Supermax contract. Idiot.
But I was saying that, whenever people see Bigfoot and they want to know information about Bigfoot, they don't. Bigfoots don't care if they're Democrat or Republican or socialist
Libertarian or hippie.
whatever. They don't care.
Yeah.
And I don't want to alienate like half of the country.
Yeah.
I want people just to tune into us and just get Bigfoot information or be entertained by Cryptid sports entertainers.
Mm-hmm. And to let you know that there's a Marvel character named Sentry.
Okay.
I'm going to keep pushing them, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because, most kids are all like,
Do it.
Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man, Sentry.
Spider-Man.
Sentry? Who's that?
I know.
Who's Sentry?
You actually have a toy of him.
I have 3. Technically, I have 4, but the boy stole one. The one that looks like Jesus.
Yeah.
He's got a beard.
I think actually I have one too.
Yeah. I have one, and I'm never going to open that.
Yeah. I have a Captain Marvel too.
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
And then I have a couple of Jet Jaguars.
You know what I was singing earlier whenever you were in your room and Sebastian was laying in the man cave? I was like, say his name and he appears. And he was like on the couch. He goes, I believe in Joe Hendry.
Did he really?
He did that. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, you've been hanging out with Uncle Robert too much. He goes, yeah.
whenever people know this, I mean, people don't understand how big this is.
Mm-hmm.
When people hear that and they sing it, he's a TNA guy.
Yeah.
And TNA is like
Not WWE.
No, he's not WWE. He's not AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Not AAA.
Not Lucha Underground.
He's
Not New Japan.
He's TNA, man.
Mm-hmm.
And TNA is like small potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching TNA this week, and they were showing their crowd, and it was packed. It's packed.
So he's a Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, pretty much. He is really, he doesn't look like a good wrestler, but he is a good wrestler. He's strong.
He's babyface, right?
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
So I think he is carrying TNA right now, and TNA better keep him if they want to survive. But that's just,
they know it. They know it. I think that's why they're letting him go to WWE and be like, yeah, this is our guy. This is our guy right now.
Yeah.
And everybody in WWE knew whenever he came out.
Do you remember I told you that I had thought WrestleMania was going to be Joe Henry and John Cena?
Yeah.
I was pretty close.
You were.
I mean, it was him and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So, and Randy's like he's really critical of indie groups.
Mm-hmm.
And so for him to do that was big time. That was big time for him to do it. So, big time.
It's like big time, big time. But yeah, Sebastian likes that song.
We're at 58 seconds.
How come?
Ask yourself.
I'm asking you.
Ask you. Who is that?
Who always coughs?
Sebastian?
No.
Ricardo.
The mothership. Blair.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I saw that when we were coming in today. There was a new liquor store right by the house.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And what did you say?
I said, oh, man, Blair's going to be happy. And you started laughing. You were like, dumb.
I just had to fit that in here. So,
yeah. Because it's right next door to the, was it Einstein?
Yeah.
Bagels?
Yeah.
Which I told you, I was like, man, that's where we came up with the thing. Like, oh, yeah, like you said that the sandwiches are real expensive.
Yeah.
I go, oh, yeah, but they're doing a buy one, get one free. Oh, wow, it's still going to be $55. I thought there was a discount. Because, yeah.
That is a discount.
That is a discount. If you were to get it both without the discount, it would be $150.
Go, I want napkins.
Oh, now, it's going to be an extra $1.20. Oh, God. And then we came up with the whole skit about the Sam's headquarters that's right by us.
Yeah, it's a warehouse, but it's not
Yeah.
It's not technically a Sam's.
Yeah.
And
It's a Sam's. We're going to go in there and we're going to find buggies and we're going to be
just
like
shopping there. And
like,
even though there's not a store.
Yeah. We're like, hey, where's the checkout line? Sir, how did you get in here? Okay, yeah. We through the front door, but
you gotta have a badge, sir.
Yeah, I got the card right here, the membership. Gold.
Steven's waving a card in front of him.
Invisible card. Yeah, right now, but yeah, it's the gold membership. Hello.
So that's our skit.
Yep.
I like it.
I need to contact Tim Robertson from I Think You Should Leave and be like, hey, this should be a skit right here.
You have any shout outs?
Shout out to Blair, who's in the other room coughing.
And the boys?
Shout out to the boys who are in the other room coughing. See what I did there?
And how about Brian?
Shout out to Brian, who's still loyal to Fortnite. He's a loyal guy, I guess.
Better him than me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jin. Haven't done a shout out to
Start Your Jinjins.
Yeah, Start Your Jinjins. Goo Gals Paranormal. And then Kelly Zurich.
Special K.
Special K with Honor Best Behavior.
Yep.
With McCoy. Which I like to call Mac Sauce or Macula.
Certified Turtle.
All right. So
you think you can do something with this?
I think so. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I'll figure something out.
The Sentry.
Yeah, we can call it that.
What the hell, dude?
The Sentry.
Let it go, man. It's just a hero. No. I've waited so long.
Yeah. That's okay, man. I'm down with you.
Like so long.
Yeah. Me too.
So
well, you've been waiting, I've been waiting even longer.
that's true. Yeah.
So
I was
So-
like, man, they need to bring him in there. But yeah.
So good night and
And
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bang.
Bang, bang.
If you are listening to us for the first time, thank you for joining us. If you are a regular listener, double thank you for your continued support. We appreciate every one of you, and your engagement means the world to us. To help us keep providing quality content, please take a moment to subscribe, comment, like, follow, and give us a 5-star review. Your feedback truly helps us improve and grow. If you have any stories you'd like to share, or any concerns you'd like to discuss, we would love to hear from you. Please email us at bigfootclub1@gmail.com.